Amendment is?
Going here.
Do you know what the Third Amendment is?
Not off the top of my head, but I'm going here.
What's your name and badge number?
Campbell.
Today, okay? I know you're on your way out, but I'm just quizzing cops. 1 second.
All it is. I want responses, you know.
Right.
You're doing fine right now, you know. You haven't done anything, you know. Hey, you know, come over here, let me see some ID, you know.
No. I mean, if I would have sovereign citizenship.
I've heard a lot of crazy stuff coming out of cops' mouth, and they'll associate this.
Do police officers truly understand the law, or are they simply trying to control citizens? Today we dive into two intense situations involving civil rights in two completely different locations, both raising the same critical question: is filming in public really suspicious? Watch the full original videos on I Need to See Your ID and Auditing America to get the full picture of these encounters. Don't forget to subscribe to Mr. White's channel for sharp analysis on civil rights, law enforcement, and legal issues. Now let's get started.
Dodge City, their roads are like that, you know, the red brick. It's got like brick underneath the cement. They really don't have a lot of vehicles. I don't know, maybe they take the other ones home, but it's a small city, so small town, guys. So they really don't have a lot. Don't have very much here.
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
It's fine. What you up to?
Just looking around, some vehicles. Yep, just taking a little peek.
Can I help you with anything?
Nah, just peeking around.
Okay. What you peeking around for?
Just looking around, just some of the vehicles and.
Doing a Fourth Amendment audit?
Fourth Amendment, no.
Okay.
I mean,
First Amendment audit?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I'm just taking a little gander. That's all, you know.
That's fine.
How do you pronounce the town?
Tonkawa.
Told you.
It's a Native American reservation that I believe it originated out of Nez Perce. The town's not a reservation, but it's named after the reservation.
Huh.
And they came up, well, were forced up to Oklahoma. And they actually have a reservation 2 miles that way. But I'm sorry to paint.
Nice to meet you. Oh,
Nice to meet
I'll
you.
take you this hand, but you know.
Yeah, that's all right. You got a gimbal though. I mean, come on.
I hear you.
Where you guys from?
Oh, we're just traveling around.
Okay. All right.
We was passing through, so we thought we'd stop in, see what's going on.
Okay. That's cool.
Never been here before, and you know.
Are you guys from Oklahoma or just traveling through?
No, we're from Texas.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did some training with a bunch of people from Texas.
Really?
University of Texas, rather. Are you familiar with advanced law enforcement response training?
I think I've heard of it.
Training?
Yeah.
Alert.
Yeah.
Kind
Right.
of trains.
Yeah.
Is it alright if I stand over here? That sun is driving me nuts.
Go ahead.
I feel like I'm saluting you
Yeah.
the whole time. No, it's a lot of training that law enforcement does that deals with response to active aggressor, active attacks in schools and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, they came up here and did that, so met a bunch of them and stuff.
Did they? Were you guys notified? You guys got a memo or something on First Amendment audits and things like that?
Those things have been going around probably before you even came out of your mom, man.
Well, yeah, I hear you.
What are you, like 23, 24?
No, I'm 21.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes what they'll do is they'll the Fusion Center. I don't know, whatever department will draft up a memo, send it to the Fusion Center, and they'll notify everybody. Okay, so it's kind of hard to really dictate who's actually genuinely being nice and respecting rights and all that.
Hey man, I'm cool with you. The only thing I was making sure is, you know, in today's day and age, I don't want someone coming out here and loosening the lug nuts on the tires and stuff like that.
I honestly I like to get up close just to look at it, see what it says, and show the dash cam and the lights and things like that. It's just it's interesting, but
I can show you the inside of the front seat of my car if you want.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, no, you guys can do what you need to do. I know what they are.
Yeah.
Did anyone give us a heads up you're coming? No.
You're just informed on it.
Right. I know what they are. I've seen the videos before.
Well, and I think you're being genuine. I really do. But some people, I'm not saying you're not, but some people they'll be notified, and it'll be like a fake reaction. You'll be like, well, I know what you're doing. I'm not gonna, respond, but you're free to do what you're doing. And they'll say something along those lines.
Well, I mean, that's the purpose of it.
Well,
right?
it'll be a fake. Not necessarily them respecting it, but they'll insinuate that we're baiting and or we're trying to get a reaction, and they assume that's what it is. But
Right.
I think you think, and it's actually something else.
Well, I mean,
Well, we're not out here to bait people. That's not what it is.
No,
What it is, it's
no.
just an exercise of rights and freedom to see if you respect what we're doing, and that's all it is. It's just to see how you would respond to me filming and looking around in the vehicles. And,
Now, I will admit, I don't know what the goal is. I know what it is, and that's not why I'm out here. The
there's
only
no
reason-
real goal. It's just to see how you'll respond to it and see if you know how to react to it,
Okay.
how to respond and not go over the top. That's all it is. I want responses.
Right.
You're doing fine right now. You haven't done anything. Hey, come over here. Let me see some ID.
No. I mean, if I would have saw you touching a car or observed you touching a car or something like that. Hold on one second. Let me see what she needs. Yeah.
Oh, you got to get a case on that, man. You're gonna drop it, break it.
This is actually my work phone, so
Really? Oh,
I
okay.
would be in trouble if I
Well,
did
at least
that.
they give you a work phone for a small town. I'm surprised they give you an iPhone.
Well,
They give you a
I'm
little flip phone.
supervisor, so
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
want to pay my phone bill. So.
No.
No, I can't remember what we were talking about.
Something about memos being notified and responding the correct way.
Oh no,
and-
I didn't get a memo. I've been doing this for almost 15 years.
Yeah, you've heard of it.
I've heard of
Yeah.
it.
Well,
I will tell you, it's much like when I don't think you've got kids. I don't know if you've got kids.
No,
but
no, I don't
when
have
you
any
see
kids.
a little kid kind of shuffling their feet, maybe
Yeah.
looking around, they might not be telling the truth.
yeah.
Same thing with this. I mean, I don't want to be condescending to you or anything.
No,
but I
no,
know
that's
what it
fine.
is.
Go ahead.
I know what it is.
Okay. No, that's fine. Well, the whole thing of it is, and I'll be honest with you,
Right.
you working here, I don't know how long you've been here. I mean, you're a sergeant. I'm sure you've been here a little while, but there is law enforcement training, police training, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
pertaining to First Amendment audits, Second Amendment audits,
Right.
sovereign citizens,
That's correct.
whatever you want to say, whatever
Dude.
they name it, just terrorism threats or terroristic threats or whatever I don't know how they pronounce
You're
it,
right.
but it's just training pertaining to people filming or people who open carry.
That's all right.
Okay, go ahead.
Put it on airplane mode and we'll do that.
Yeah. Well, then I can't go live. And then
Are
people,
we live right now?
No, I'm not live.
Oh, darn it.
We only go live when we feel like
Yeah,
Oh.
but I have to go live before I get arrested. Then I go live.
And I know you don't have to tell me, but like you were talking
What
about,
do
you don't know whether I'm being genuine. I asked you like, hey, are you from Oklahoma? Or well, yeah, we're traveling.
No, I don't mind if you ask me
And
questions.
like,
That's
I
fine.
introduced myself, but I don't
Yeah.
even know your first name. I mean, you could
Yeah.
be
My first name's Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, nice to meet you, Patrick. And you are Selena. Nice name.
I'm from Texas. I really am.
Yeah. I'd hope you wouldn't lie to me. But
Here, hold this. I'm not gonna show you my ID. I'll just show you this.
Oh, you don't have to.
No, I'll show you.
Okay.
Just so you believe me.
All right.
Right here.
Hold on. 3 Tonkawa code 4. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. So no,
I'm not lying to you. I'm really from Texas. Yeah, that's me.
10-9?
I'm.
No, there's another guy.
21's in reference to the person who just left the lobby.
3 clear. He's coming back.
Clear.
Okay. No, it's I've
You haven't had any training like that?
about First Amendment audits.
Well, I mean, just I guess
Or
sovereign
anti-terrorism or
citizens, any
counterterrorism.
counterterrorism.
Tons, hours.
Okay.
Tons of hours.
Okay. Well, and I don't know why they think this, but they assume they associate people filming, going to government buildings, police departments, and people who film are terrorists or possible terrorists taking the building, and they get this notion in their mind and this idea. Well, if they're filming, they're terrorists.
Well, see, I got to disagree with you there. As far as the training that I've been to, I've never had any kind of training saying that if they're holding a camera, they're also probably holding an IED. You know, I've never had anything like that. However, I will say that a large majority of terrorist attacks, there were reconnaissance and surveillance operations that went on prior to that attack. So one could argue, excuse me, one could argue that, you know, there's got to be some sort of counterterrorism, counterinsurgents, vigilance against that kind of activity. And like just today, hey, take care. 3 Tonkawa, did you need that subject for anything?
I was just wondering if you were still wanted in questioning the incident a few nights ago involving Officer Stevens.
Negative. I don't believe so. If not, we know where to contact him at. Anyway, sorry.
Well, and here's how I'll respond to that. I don't think it's unreasonable to think, if someone's taking cameras or taking video of the structure or possible vehicles when people are coming and going. But here's the thing: they're not going to do it right on the property. They're not going to do it in the lobby.
I would agree to that. Yeah.
They're gonna stay hidden. They're gonna be across the street, possibly in a van or a vehicle.
Of course, I live in a world, or most law enforcement officers live in a world where you can't say never. Never say never. It's one of those things. But I do agree with you in a sense that
they're not gonna make themselves known like that.
Usually, I mean, unless they're trying to throw a pipe in the car, then they got to get pretty close. But that's neither here nor there. No, I totally get what you mean. There are things that we've been trained in because it's a vicious world that we live in for you guys and for us. So we've had tons of training in regards to that, like what you're talking about, terrorism and sovereign citizenship.
I've heard a lot of crazy stuff coming out of cops' mouth, and they'll associate this with terrorism. Oh well. With Homeland Security and everything going on in the world, they'll say some crazy stuff, man.
And I understand. Well, different places have different agendas and different. Like if we were standing in the middle of Chicago right now, you'd be hard pressed to really do First Amendment audits out that way.
Oh well, I've heard. New York, Chicago. It's.
But it's the same way you're talking about how officers freak out and react.
Yeah.
You've got to understand where I say to you that just because you're filming doesn't warrant me to come out here and say, get on the ground, give me your ID, we're going upstairs, kind of blah blah blah. But if you were a terrorist, wouldn't you want me to probably do that as well? Like if I saw him putting a foreign object under my car.
Well, if you had reasonable suspicion that he's doing something, or reason to believe, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, but
I would want you to investigate. You know,
and that's what I'm saying is, I mean, you can't kind of lump all officers into one basket. Just kind of, I can't.
No, and I agree with you. Everyone's different.
Al-Qaeda just because you got a camera.
Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody's different. I agree with you. No, I want you to know I don't hate law enforcement. I don't hate cops, but they get this notion that people who film and sovereign citizens and sovereigns in general, they hate government. I pay taxes. I do. I pay taxes. I'm not.
Would you consider yourself a sovereign citizen, or are you just?
No, I'm just a guy. I'm just
All
a
right.
regular citizen. I pay taxes. I have an ID. I driver's license. I have a tag on my vehicle.
That's good.
But
Every time I hear the word sovereign citizen, I think
no, it's a made up government term. Is what it is.
I think of that, that thing where they're like, I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
I'm traveling. Yeah, I'll leave my opinions to myself.
The right to travel,
Yeah, I'll leave my opinions to myself on the sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
But I have had very limited dealings with quote unquote sovereign citizens. All the dealings that I've had, I would say less than 50% of them have been lackluster, meaning like they've elevated into something bad.
Yeah. So with your training, have they taught you what to look for or things to tell if someone's a sovereign?
Oh, there's telltale signs.
How do you tell if someone's a sovereign?
Well, unfortunately, law enforcement training, I can't disclose stuff that we learn. Obviously, I mean, it's
Yeah, I hear you.
It's kind of like a confidentiality thing. We don't like letting them know what we know because I don't want to be that guy.
I can say this. There's a lot of training videos actually posted online.
Yeah.
Like pertaining to sovereign citizens, and
Right.
they're not obviously not confidential. They're on the internet, but
True.
There's people who go around and do these like training videos. Like they'll train they're usually like ex law enforcement, and they'll do like seminars and they'll training videos.
Like
Where was that out of? In Arkansas, those two cops. Anyway, southwest. I can't remember the town. It's in Arkansas. These two officers. It was a sergeant and an officer got killed. And
I know it well.
Okay,
it was the police chief's son. Was
the police chief's son. It was they were in a white van similar to this.
That's right.
The chief of police, the son's father, he goes around now and trains law enforcement all over the world.
Right.
All over the world.
I mean, wouldn't you if there were some situations done that could have been prevented? And
I agree, and I just think I don't think what he's saying is wrong. I think what he's saying is right. But then there's also a lot of propaganda going out there associating dangerous people that have cameras.
Yeah. I would agree.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying. They give you all this paperwork.
Would you also agree that there's dangerous propaganda going around?
Well, there
saying
is,
all
yeah.
cops are bad and cops are racist and.
Yeah. There is, yeah. I agree with you. Because I know people who are cops. I got friends that are cops.
Yeah. Me too.
I agree with you. Well, obviously, but.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a sovereign. I don't hate cops.
You asked me how a lot of people will know that they're sovereign or not.
What's that?
9 times out of 10, they'll tell you.
I'm a sovereign.
They're proud to claim it.
Well, there's a lot of Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
But no, I don't have a. I give respect the way I've been trained and the way we do things here at Tonkawa PD.
Yeah.
Is, we show respect and courteous and try to help you out with what you need.
That's good.
Even if you don't respect us, be professional at least. So.
Yeah. Is that the jail up there?
That is the jail up there. The whole upper floor is basically the jail.
Wow.
So this building was constructed and built in 1923, and it's still here.
Where's the county seat? Ponca City?
County seat is in actually Newkirk.
Wow.
Ponca City is 13 miles east of here. Newkirk is another 13 miles east.
Yeah, I'm not going that direction.
Well, there'd be nothing there on a Sunday.
Yeah,
so,
it's possible.
I don't think the janitor's even working there.
Yeah.
Right before you get into Newkirk, the county jail is there on the left.
Yeah.
See it from the road. But yeah.
If you want to check out my channel, I got videos all over Oklahoma.
Yeah.
All over.
What's your channel?
News Now Patrick.
News Now Patrick. Is there another News Now?
Houston.
I don't know. I want to say that I've seen something on News Now.
OKC?
There's a
That's
few
it.
of them.
That's it. News Now
Yeah.
OKC.
Yeah.
So usually respect and professionalism all the time overrules that. If like I said, if I would have met you out here and you greeted me with 4-letter F words, it probably would have gone a different way.
Yeah, I hear you.
But
no, you won't ever catch any of my videos me saying that or anything.
That's good. If you want to get if you want your videos to be outspoken and you want them to gain traction and get tread and you want to really get your message out there, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, that's how I've been doing it. It's just there's a lot of videos out there, people videoing, whether it be them being stopped.
The Fed Smokers of America, or,
Oh.
who that guy is. You never heard of Fed Smoker?
No.
Oh, look him up. Look him
Man.
up on YouTube. I can't remember his real name. Connor Peterson. Like that,
Wow.
So,
All right.
but,
Well, we're gonna get out of here. I'll see you later.
Patrick, nice to meet
Hey.
you. You guys have a safe trip back to
Hey, you've been
Texas.
great.
The situation in Tonkawa, Oklahoma demonstrates that not all police officers react negatively to citizens conducting First Amendment audits. The officer in the video approached calmly, did not request an ID, and did not attempt to prevent filming in a public space. This reflects a professional approach and a solid understanding of citizens' rights. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned to discover the next video today.
I didn't say you were going. I said you are filming in here. Your phone is pointed in this direction.
It's not illegal though.
Yes, but you cannot film here.
They already told me I could.
Out there you can film, but we're not the sheriff's office. We're a credit union, and you cannot film us.
Why?
Why would you want to film the credit union?
Because you guys are in a public place?
Yes, but you're not doing any transactions.
How do you know?
You haven't walked in here to process a transaction.
You've been yelling at me since I got here.
I'm not yelling you. I'm asking you not to film this direction. That's what I'm asking.
It's not illegal though. That's what
I don't understand why you would want to film the credit union.
I'm working on a video about the sheriff's office.
Yes, but we're not the sheriff's office. That's
Why
what
would you
I'm
put
related to.
why would you put your credit union inside of the
We're
police
a
department?
company that is open for business, but we're not the sheriff's office.
Why would you put it here?
Actually, this is not my credit union, so you can ask them.
Well, you're kicking me out like it's
But
yours.
they're not here. You can't film in here.
But I can film in here.
Yeah, you can turn around and you can film, but not this direction.
Well, you see, ma'am, nicely, I don't work for you, okay?
I didn't say you do work for me.
That means I don't take orders from you, ma'am.
You don't need to
Respect,
take orders.
respectfully.
You can just turn around and no longer film.
Why don't you turn around?
That's what you can do.
Why don't you turn around?
No, I'm working. That's
So am I.
no.
So am I. I'm not giving you a hard time. You're the one yelling over here.
You not to film in here. That's what I'm asking.
I'm telling you, I have the right to video record here.
Oh, out there, yes.
And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, out
Yes,
here.
but you're pointed in this direction.
That's because you can't trespass what I can see. You see? I can see, I can record you from, yeah, you can't say I can't record. Well, why don't you call the police so that they can explain to you since you're a little slow in the head.
No, I don't need to call them.
Okay, so
Speaking about the sheriff's office.
so pay attention to what I'm telling you.
Area that's not part of
I'm not in an area. I'm in a public area.
But this is outside of our door.
That's why I'm outside of your door. I'm not inside.
You don't need to be inside to film.
Correct. I don't want to be over there.
Well, thank you. Please don't.
I don't. I want to be here filming that way.
Exactly. You want to film the credit union after I just told you that you cannot film the credit union.
That's a personal request.
It's not a personal request.
Then arrest me.
I'm not an officer.
Okay, I'm telling you.
I never said I was an officer. I said, upon here in the credit union, you can't film the credit union.
I can't film in there.
I didn't say that. No. We're the credit union, and if someone
Do you know what the First Amendment is?
can't film it while they're doing their transaction.
I'm not filming any sensitive information.
You're filming the person who doesn't choose to be filmed.
Ma'am, they're in a public place.
Yes, but they're not agreeing to be filmed.
They don't have to. Thank God we have the Constitution. We have the First Amendment. It's freedom of the press.
He's a weirdo just filming inside of a credit union.
I'm a weirdo filming inside. I'm not inside. You see, you're lying. You're lying. I'm not inside. I'm filming the credit union from the outside.
Exactly, you're filming the credit union.
From the outside. You have to say it correctly, though.
Yes, yes,
Because I'm not inside your credit union.
yes. You're filming the credit union.
Correct. Correct. I'm doing that. But I'm not breaking the law. So.
I don't understand why somebody wants to film a credit union.
Well, I want to see how.
I'm not speaking to you.
You just asked a question.
I was talking to you.
How is she going to answer that for you?
I'm not speaking to
You see, you're a little slow.
I'm not speaking to you.
You're a little slow.
Yes, very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, you're about to meet them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, phone number 77298-6777. Yes. It's true.
Hey, guys. Oh, you guys are cops, right?
Yeah. Sometimes.
All right. Please, I need you to save the day, okay? I know you're on your way out, but I'm just quizzing cops. 1 second of your time. What's the Third Amendment? Not word by word. Just tell me what's the Third Amendment about.
Soldiers being forcing the quarter
Oh,
soldiers.
thank you. Great job.
I'm glad we passed our test.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're the first ones that answered correctly during my shift today. Have a good day. There you go. I'm sure they know it. Oh yeah, they know it.
Do mom need to sign anything since it occurred at her address? Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
How satisfied are you with the service today, sir?
I'm satisfied.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, that's what it's about. They're supposed to give a service to the people and be good at it, you know, do a good job servicing the people.
Yeah, that's all I need to give the probation on.
I don't know the Third Amendment. I never said I knew it. Oh my God. How did this guy pass the test? How did he pass the test?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. You've been good. You've been good help. I feel about sleep now. Oh, thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Are you a cop?
Nope.
No? All right. You look like one.
No.
Right, so we got more cops worried about their skin than the Constitution. Although we had a lot of people that died for these rates. So here you go. You could worry about your skin, just not on tax dollars. Are you on break? Are you on break?
No, I'm doing a doctor appointment.
Do you guys get to do that on the clock?
Yeah. Not bad.
Well, this would be nice.
You need something?
No, real quick. Do you know what the Third Amendment is?
Third Amendment? Off the top of my head.
That's fine. You have a good attitude though. No soldiers in my home. Remember, you can't.
Oh yeah, no quartering troops.
Yeah, you can't protect something you don't know about. So remember, the Constitution goes first before anything. Here. You have a good day, brother.
You too. And if you need something right now, the front desk they can help you too. If you need something.
Thank you. You're nicer though. There you go. We need more of you. Oh, there you go. Although I don't agree that they're going to, you know, the doctor on the clock. What? It is what it is. Let me ask you something. Do you know what the Third Amendment is?
Going here.
Do you know what the Third Amendment is?
Not off the top of my head, but I'm going here.
What's your name and badge number?
Campbell, 2788.
Do you know that the Third Amendment is very important, just like every other amendment?
I'm sure it is.
How come you don't know it? But
Hey, I'm gathering private information. Just can you give some space?
I'm not filming your computer, brother. You're good.
I'm asking her questions, stuff like that too.
I'll edit any sensitive information. My friend, you see, it's okay if you don't know something because we're all human. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know it either. And this is what concerns me, bro. How would you feel if you're going in here? This is a doctor, right? How would you feel if these people in here don't know how to take your blood pressure?
Well, you need, it's important to the law, right? And the Constitution, that's law.
Yeah, and the thing is that the thing that bothers me, my friend, is that I asked a lot of officers today here, and nobody knows. but they they seem to know other things, and like they know that you can't walk around with showing your Second Amendment unless you're a police officer, right? You have to have a concealed firearm. So you see my point here. They know more on how to get you to waive your rights than to actually educate people on their rights. Most of you are trained to go ask for ID right away. It's an ID. Unless I'm driving a car, or you know, we have the right to travel, but with these two, you know, it's just I'm kind of doing the same thing that you guys are doing in a friendly way, bro. You see, a lot of people say, "Well, you're annoying as you're a piece of shit, Enrique," but because I catch police officers doing the wrong thing on video, and this is what I do every day. This is how I sustain my family. You know, I make content in places where I'm allowed to, and what better than to check up on the government, because the Constitution says we have to overthrow any tyrannical government. So if anyone is being a tyrant, I'm gonna peacefully protest until, you know, we get enough complaints on that person, and then that person gets either gets fired or they get what's the correct word? Excuse my English. They get fired or they get replaced. You know, they get replaced. I don't like to see people getting fired at all, because I know that you as a police officer and other people also have families, and this is not just any other job. This is a very difficult job that requires you to know a lot more than what they teach you in a small amount of time. 6 months, a year. I mean, I'm glad cops a lot of you go to college and then sign up, but 6 months training it takes longer to become a barber. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bother you no more. Take care.
You too. Take care.
He's a nice guy. You guys making good money today.
Tonkawa, Oklahoma. A small town with fewer than 3,000 residents, where the atmosphere is peaceful but civil rights can still be questioned. A citizen conducting a First Amendment audit, filming outside a police station, engaged in a conversation with a local officer. No ID was requested, no escalation occurred, but this scenario raises a bigger question. Do all officers fully understand and respect the freedom of the press? Or is there still ambiguity regarding public filming rights? In stark contrast to the calm encounter in Tonkawa, a much more intense situation unfolded at another police facility. Here, a citizen was merely filming from outside a police credit union, yet employees reacted aggressively. Despite there being no legal restriction on recording, both staff and police attempted to apply pressure. This incident sparks a larger debate. When does filming become a violation? And are police using their authority to suppress public rights? Key takeaways on civil rights: checkmark. Filming in public spaces is legal unless a specific law prohibits it. You are not required to show ID unless police have a reasonable suspicion of a crime. Always record your interactions with law enforcement to protect your rights. Video evidence is a powerful tool against misconduct. Stay calm, be assertive, but don't escalate. If pressured, demand a clear legal basis for any restrictions on your actions. What do you think about these two incidents? Did the police uphold the law correctly, or did they cross the line? Drop a comment and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to Mr. White's channel for sharp legal analysis on civil rights, police conduct, and the law.